going on, dudes? It is David and Jevin, and we are back with another video, otherwise known as David, as you guys may know on my channel. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about some NASCAR news. Now, I'm going to be improving this kind of stuff. I'm going to be having, like, tweets from the drivers, tweets from people that have talked about it. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the number 95 driver of Matt Dibenedetto, and it has been announced, as you can see on the screen, that Bob Pockrass has said that Matt Dibenedetto will not be coming back to the team for next season. Which I honestly gotta say is very, very unfortunate, considering he's a very good driver. I honestly think he's a very good driver, but of course, he drives for Levine Family Racing, which is a Toyota affiliate, Joe Gibbs affiliate. And then Toyota has a lot of good young drivers. They got an especially good young driver in Christopher Bell down the Xfinity Series. Now, it has been reported that Christopher Bell will most likely be the one to take Matt Dibenedetto's seat in the number 95 next year, because, as you can see on the screen again, Bob Pockrass has said that Eric Jones has a 1-year contract extension for next year that will put him in the 20 car for next year, but it will be a test year most likely. So, yeah, that's basically going to be the whole thing. So, I'm going to be honest, guys, through this. I feel real sorry for Matt Dibenedetto, because at the start of the year, I've been watching a lot of NASCAR races. Matt Dibenedetto's had a lot of straight bad finishes, but it seems recently he's been getting good finishes. I mean, I think the last two out of the last 6 races, he's had 2 top 10s, which is fantastic for a car that's usually running top 15, top 20 every week. For him to get top 10s and top 5s in the number 95 car, that is absolutely amazing. And I'm just sorry that this guy is going to be losing his ride. But with Toyota having so many good drivers in their system, it was bound to happen. Christopher Bell has been in the Xfinity Series. If I think this is currently right now, this is his 3rd season in the Xfinity Series. He did sign a 1-year deal, 1-year contract extension with Joe Gibbs earlier in the season. And now it seems like he will be driving the number 95 for Levine Family Racing. Now, if NASCAR didn't have a rule for the limit of number of cars that they can field, Christopher Bell would already be racing for Joe Gibbs right now. It would already be confirmed. But NASCAR does have a rule that one team can only run a max of 4 cars in a season, which I actually think is kind of good and kind of bad. Kind of bad because it doesn't give another young driver an opportunity, and then kind of good because it saves the team a lot of money when it comes to spending. So, yeah, I feel real sorry for this guy, Matt Dibenedetto. He's had a decent career. I mean, he went from Go Fast Racing to Levine Family Racing as they just switched over to Toyota and aligned with Joe Gibbs Racing. And to be honest, that team's run pretty decent. I don't know where he is in the standings. I'll probably have it up right now, see where he is in the standings. But other than that, this team has had a this team has had a good season overall. But if Matt Dibenedetto still had those finishes through the season earlier, then this may have changed, but then this may have not changed. Because Christopher Bell is probably the most dominant driver in the Xfinity Series right now. He has won multiple races in the past, in the whole of his Xfinity Series career, driving that number 20 for Joe Gibbs Racing. Now, there is a strong rumor that Matt Dibenedetto may be driving the number 18 in the Xfinity Series next year for Joe Gibbs Racing, if he wants to, because Bob Pockrass has said right here that Matt Dibenedetto could be in the number 18, could be in the number 36, now that David Reagan has retired from full-time racing. It's probably likely that he'll be in the 36, but there's still a slight chance that he can be in that number 18 if he wants, because if he stays with that Joe Gibbs alliance, I think there's going to be a very good future for him, because Denny Hamlin, I don't see Denny Hamlin staying that long at Joe Gibbs Racing. Kyle Busch is going to be there. Kyle Busch is 32, 33. Kyle Busch is going to be there for the next 10 years because that guy knows how to win. That guy will never stop winning. Now, the other 2 drivers are Martin Truex Jr., who is about in his late I say late 30s, early 40s, if I remember right. And they got Eric Jones, who next year will have a contract year, and it will be like an impress or just get booted out, because if he doesn't impress next season, Joe Gibbs is a team that should be winning races. I mean, look at this season. Eric Jones hasn't won one race, and Martin Truex Jr. has won 3. Denny Hamlin's won 2. Actually, no, I think Denny Hamlin's won 3. Kyle Busch has won 4. In combined, Joe Gibbs, 3 cars in Joe Gibbs, has won a total of 10 races in this season, and Eric Jones has not won 1 yet. That is kind of bad. Considering Kyle Busch is probably most likely going to be the regular series champion, Eric Jones is, all the Joe Gibbs cars are going to make the chase, but Eric Jones has to win this season, or win 2 or 3 races next season, in order for me to see, this is the actual impress, because I don't really think Eric Jones, I take that back. I do think Eric Jones is a very good driver and he deserves to be in the Joe Gibbs equipment. I can't really just explain it, to be honest, but look at this. Let's say this. Denny Hamlin retires within the next 2 seasons, and Christopher Bell goes to the Lion Family Relation for the next 2 seasons. Then Christopher Bell goes in the number 11 car, brings all the sponsors over there. Matt Dibenedetto gets back in that 95, or it'll probably be somebody else. It'll probably be like Harrison Burton or Ty Gilliland in that car. But whatever happens, I'm really sorry for Matt Dibenedetto. This guy deserves a lot better. But next year, we will not be seeing him in the number 95. Now, moving on to a different story, I'm going to be doing a short preview for Bristol this weekend. Bristol will be taking place in 2 more days on Saturday night. The likely favorite to win the race is going to be Kyle Busch. And if I had to go with a pick for Kyle Busch, if I had to go with a pick for Bristol weekend, I'd honestly have to say Kyle Busch, because we all know ever since Darrell Waltrip retired, that man runs Bristol. That man owns the track, basically. He's won a lot of races at Bristol, and the 2 times he's done a sweep have been at Bristol. So if anybody has a shot to be the winner, hey, Kevin Harvick could be in there. The Penske cars could run good this weekend, but I really don't think it matters. I think Kyle Busch is going to win this race. And the reason I think Kyle Busch is going to win this race is because Kyle Busch just seems so dominant in Bristol, and I've rarely seen Kyle Busch actually, not get into a crash and, not have a bad finish there. Because if he does get in a crash, obviously he's going to have a bad finish. But if he doesn't get in a crash, how many times has Kyle Busch had a bad finish without crashing at Bristol? You probably can't tell me any. But in other news than that, that's my Bristol preview. The Fords may do good. Kyle Busch is expected to be my pick. And I hope he does. I actually kind of hope he does win, because that means he would definitely be the regular series champion. But I think two races left to go after Bristol. I think it's Darlington and Indianapolis. So after that, who knows what we'll see. Darlington, I don't really see Kyle Busch being strong at that track. But then Indianapolis, he does seem to get Indianapolis. But that's it for this video, guys. Please do smash the like button. Thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all later. Peace.